Hi, and welcome to Faith and Flour. I'm Robin. Thank you for taking time to join me today. I've got some everyday homemaking motivation and inspiration for your busy week ahead, a little reminder to slow down a bit and enjoy the tasks that we often consider mundane. Instead of rushing through one activity to get to the next on your daily list, I want to encourage you to enjoy each one, especially the busy work that doesn't require much brain power. For me, that is laundry. I used to dread all of the folding and would procrastinate on tackling the ever-growing pile of ironing, but I have learned to actually look forward to the time I get to spend on these chores. Now I see these as opportunities to enjoy something on TV or a YouTube video, or just listening to music, an audiobook, or podcast. Pairing a disliked chore with an activity I like and a simple mind shift has changed everything. Now, because I enjoy these things, I don't procrastinate, and that in turn means that I am less likely to let things pile up to the point that they overwhelm me. Replacing thoughts of I have to I get to makes all the difference. Once I applied this to something as simple as laundry day, I found that I started shifting my attitude in other areas too. My attitude of gratitude lifts my mood and positively influences my family. Let's face it, the saying, when mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy, is actually true. I am by no means perfect in this area, but having a plan for taking care of unpleasant tasks I found to be a big step in the right direction. I would love to hear from you. What is your least favorite weekly task, and what could you pair that with in order to make it enjoyable? I love hearing from you and learning from you, and we can all use encouragement, so let us know down in the comments. I want to thank Brooklinen for sponsoring today's video. Brooklinen is a luxury sheets company creating high-quality home goods to elevate your home. To give yourself the best night's sleep, it's really important to invest in sheets that not only are going to last a long time, but are going to get softer with each wash. We have had Brooklinen bedding in our room for a couple of years now and couldn't be happier. We have the hardcore bundle, which includes sheets, pillowcases, and duvet cover in this beautiful cream color. It's perfect for the soft palette that I love, and they are incredibly comfortable. They still look as beautiful as when we first got them, and they really do get softer each time I wash them. Brooklinen just launched new seasonal and limited edition colors, so I was able to find the perfect match for Peyton's room. This is the Luxe Hardcore Sheet Bundle, which saves 20% over buying everything individually and includes a core sheet set, extra pillowcases, and a duvet cover. The sheets are Blue Mist and the duvet cover is Blue Tide. Both are new colors for this season. This sateen set has a 480 thread count and a slightly luminous finish. It's heavier in weight than percale, making it warmer and buttery soft, ideal for year-round comfort. You can shop at Brooklinen from the comfort of your home. You can mix and match over 20 colors and patterns for the classic Luxe Core sheet set, extra pillowcases, and duvet cover. Brooklinen is offering my viewers a special discount of $20 off any order of $100. All you have to do is click my link below and use the code Faith and Flour. And Brooklinen is having their President's Day sale right now with all items 20% off through February 20th. I'd recommend getting the hardcore bundle. That way you can stack the bundle savings with the sale discount, saving you up to 35%. Before I made Peyton's bed with his new sheets and duvet cover, I machine washed them in cool water and put them in the dryer on medium heat. I often think about how blessed I am to have machines that take care of the hard work of laundering. Just a couple of generations back, women like my grandmother had it so much harder. In fact, there are people all over the world that don't have this luxury today. So again, gratitude instantly erases any feelings of discontent. I'm excited to refresh Peyton's room with new bedding. The ones he has now are a little boring and a bit worse for wear. I also want to pick up some of the blues from his carpet and walls to brighten things up a bit. Changing a duvet cover is not my favorite task, but I found the way to get the job done a little easier is to lay the duvet cover inside out on top of the bed with the opening at the head of the bed. Next, I lay the duvet on top and secure each corner with ties, and I love that these from Brooklinen have them. They keep the duvet from shifting inside the cover and they make this job easier. But if your duvet cover doesn't have them, you can either sew some into the corners yourself or just secure the corners with some large safety pins. I've actually used diaper pins in the past and that works really well. Next, I reach inside the cover and grab the opposite corner of the duvet on the same side and pull it through. I repeat that on the other side, and then holding onto the bottom or the open side of the cover and the duvet together, I straighten it out, and that's it. I think this is a nice change and a welcome improvement. I've tried adding some extra throw pillows to dress things up, but Peyton prefers to keep things simple, so I knew he'd like it just like this, and I was right. Recently, Patrick reminded me of the lavender vanilla pillow spray that I used to love from Bath & Body Works. Do you remember that? I think it's still available, but I thought I could probably make it myself with cleaner ingredients, and I found several recipes online. The one I chose uses just essential oils, either witch hazel or vodka and water. I'll link the recipe below and the essential oils I used. Combine 10 drops of lavender essential oil and 1 teaspoon of vanilla essential oil in a glass spray bottle, along with a tablespoon of witch hazel or vodka. I used vodka. Vodka is odorless and helps dissolve the essential oils in the solution, and it also helps to disperse the mixture into the air. My bottle is quite large, so I doubled the amounts. You can use more or less essential oil according to your preference. Then swirl the oils and vodka to combine and fill the rest of the bottle with water. Shake well and use it to scent your pillows and bedding and any other fabric you like with the heavenly scent of lavender and vanilla. Also this week, I tried to use up some ingredients I had in our pantry and freezer, like ground beef, frozen corn tortillas, enchilada sauce that was nearing its expiration date, some green chilies, and black beans. I found a very simple recipe for beef enchilada casserole using these along with an onion and cheese, which I also had on hand. This was such a hit that I had to share it with you, and I will put the link down in the description box. To make the filling, brown some ground beef with a little oil and then add diced onion. Cook until the beef is cooked through and the onion is translucent. I stirred in the green chilies and then added some liquid smoke. That is my own addition to the recipe, and you can skip it, but it adds such a great smoky flavor to the beef. I think you'll love it. I finished off the filling with about a half a cup of the enchilada sauce. I decided to use a green enchilada sauce. You could also use a red one, or you could follow the recipe to make your own, and then I added the beans. The recipe instructions say to dip 6 tortillas into the sauce and line the bottom of a 9 by 13 inch dish. I took the lazy way, which was to spread a little sauce on the bottom of the dish and lay the tortillas on top. My tortillas were a little bit crumbly because they had been frozen, so I found that to be so much easier. And then I just spread about half of the beef mixture on top of that. I topped the filling with a layer of cheese, then more tortillas, which I covered in sauce. The rest of the beef filling went over that. A little ahead of myself and almost forgot that I intended to cover the beef with the rest of the enchilada sauce, so I added that and then the rest of the cheese. It's probably not what the instructions say, but it worked out just fine. Potato, potato, right? I baked it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit uncovered for 20 minutes. To serve alongside, I added some of this Brianna's cilantro lime dressing to a mix of kale, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and broccoli, and that made a delicious salad, almost like a coleslaw. As I said, this was a big winner, so I will definitely be repeating this. It just took minutes to throw together with ingredients I almost always have on hand. And don't forget to add the liquid smoke. It made it extra delicious. I hope you'll love it too. Every year we host a small get-together for the Super Bowl, so I got a jump on making some preparations earlier in the week, starting with chocolate chip cookies. I will link this recipe from Alton Brown in the description box for you. I have been making these for years. It really is one of the best gluten-free versions that I've ever had, so good that most people can't even tell the difference. After melting the butter, sift together rice flour, cornstarch, tapioca flour, xanthan gum, salt, and baking soda in a separate bowl. I like to use my kitchen scale to measure the ingredients because I find it so much easier. And this recipe has both weight and cup measurements. Pour the melted butter into the bowl of a stand mixer along with the sugar and brown sugar and cream them together on medium speed for about a minute. Then add 1 whole egg, 1 egg yolk, milk, and vanilla. Slowly incorporate the flour mixture until thoroughly combined, and then you can add the chocolate chips and stir. Chill the dough in the refrigerator until firm, approximately an hour, and then I like to use a medium-sized cookie scoop to portion out the dough. I bake the cookies for 14 minutes and rotate the pan after 7 minutes or halfway through. I also like to give the pan a few taps on the counter at this point to get them to spread out into a nice circle. Allow the cookies to cool for a couple of minutes on the pan and then move them to a wire rack to finish cooling completely. Then you can store them in an airtight container or freeze them. I wanted to have one more dessert for our Super Bowl party and decided on banana pudding. It's a great make-ahead recipe because in my opinion, it's best served chilled. I use my mom's recipe, which I'll have in the description box for you. Both my mom and mother-in-law are great cooks, and everyone in the family has a favorite dish that they love for them to make. This one is my niece Savannah's. She asks for this often and is eager to help make it along with my mom, also known as Nana. To make the vanilla custard, combine 1/4 cups of cornstarch, 3/4 cup of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt in a nonstick saucepan. Mix them together well and add 2 cups of whole milk and 2 tablespoons of butter. It's easy to make this recipe gluten-free. Just use gluten-free vanilla wafers or graham crackers. While the custard is heating up, layer the vanilla wafers on the bottom and up the sides of a 13 by 9 inch baking dish. Slice 2 to 3 bananas and layer them on top of the vanilla wafers. Be sure to keep an eye on the custard and stir it frequently. Because I'm going to be serving the pudding to guests, I decided to make some small portions for Patrick, Peyton, and I to enjoy for dessert the night I made this. I just used some small Pyrex bowls to make minis. When the custard comes to a boil, reduce the heat and then add 2 beaten egg yolks. Cook for 2 minutes more and then stir in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. While the custard is still hot, pour it over the bananas and the wafers in the dish. In a clean, dry mixing bowl, beat 4 egg whites on high speed and then slowly incorporate 4 teaspoons of cream of tartar plus a 1/4 cup of sugar. Egg whites until nice and fluffy, and then gently spread them over the top to the edges of the baking dish. Bake for 10 to 15 minutes in an oven that's been preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit until the meringue is lightly golden. I hope your family will enjoy these favorites from ours. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and thanks again to Brooklinen for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to use my link and discount code down in the description box and save even more with the President's Day sale. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who will enjoy it too. And don't leave without subscribing. It's absolutely free and easy. Just click on my picture. See you next Sunday. Until then, have a wonderful week.